Hello everybody and Merry Christmas! I can't believe it's time for Christmas again. Well, I hope you guys are enjoying the Christmas season so far. And for our art project this month, we are going to draw some Christmas ornaments. Okay? Now, this is the project, an idea of the project that we are going to do. I am going to show you how to draw the tree branches and the manger silhouette ornament. But the second ornament is going to be all you. I want you to create your own ornament and just have fun with it, whether it's a snowman, a gingerbread, a decorative bulb, something that's personal to you, like a volleyball or a basketball. Just have fun with the second ornament. So in this video, I will show you how to do the tree branches and the manger ornament, but then the second ornament is going to be all you. So why don't I tell you what you need and we will get started. The materials you're going to need for this project is a piece of white paper from your drawing pad or a piece of copy paper, some crayons, your washable markers, a pencil with an eraser, and your black permanent marker if you have one. If you do not have one, it's okay, you can still do this project. The first step in drawing our nativity silhouette ornament is just drawing our circle. Now, if you have a template, something you can use as a template close by, that is a circle shape, feel free to grab that and use that. Or I just drew mine by hand. You can just eye it and that would work too. So go ahead and just on one half of your paper, go ahead and draw your circle for your ornament. And here you can see I already have mine drawn. Once I have my circle drawn, I'm going to go inside of the circle and I'm going to draw the little baby Jesus in the manger. Now, as you can see, I already have the silhouette drawn out here ahead of time, but I'm going to trace over it with my pencil even darker as I tell you step by step. I just drew it ahead because I'm going to be doing this holding my phone in one hand and my pencil in the other, and this will make it a little easier for me to do. So the first thing we're going to do is towards the bottom of our circle, we're going to draw the top of our manger. So you're just going to draw, whoop, there we go. We're just going to draw a straight line across and try to center it in your circle. After you have that line drawn, you're going to go below that line and you're going to draw a shorter line and try to center that line in the middle of the line you just drew above. So we're drawing the bottom of the manger. And guys, I'm sorry, my lines are not going to be very straight. As I said, I am trying to hold my phone in my left hand and draw this with my right. But you guys get the idea here. Now we're going to connect our top of the manger to the bottom of the manger by just drawing a diagonal line top to bottom from corner to corner on both sides. Okay? And you should have something similar to that. Now we're going to put the legs on the manger. So down here at the bottom corners of our manger, we're going to start here at the bottom corner and we're going to draw a diagonal line going outward. And then we're going to go to the inside of that line we just drew and we're going to draw another one to form the sides of the manger leg. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side. Start at the bottom corner and draw outward at a diagonal and then go on the inside and draw another diagonal line parallel to the one we just drew. And then we're going to go to the bottom of our manger legs and we're going to connect our two lines together like so. And there you have your manger. Now we're going to come up and draw our baby Jesus in our manger. And as you can see, basically all you're doing is 2 frowny faces or 2 semicircles. So over here we're going to draw the head, and we're just going to draw a frowny face for the head. And then we're going to start here at the bottom of the head, and we're going to just draw a longer, more narrow frowny face for the body. And there's your baby Jesus. After you have your baby Jesus drawn, we're going to come down here to the bottom, and we are just going to draw a wavy line to form the ground, connecting the legs of our manger together, like so. Now that we have our manger scene drawn, we're going to go in and put in our starburst. So you might want to grab a ruler or a straight edge for this. You don't have to. If you just want to eye it, you're more than welcome to do so. But what we're going to do is you're just going to eye the center of the top of your circle, and you're just going to draw a line straight down through the center. Stop when you get to the manger, and then continue down below. And then you can stop when you get to your ground. And then you're going to come back up to that center point again, and you're just going to draw a diagonal line down to the right of your manger. And then you're going to draw another diagonal line starting at that top center point down to the left of your manger. And then you're going to go up and you're going to repeat the same thing. Start at that top center point, draw another diagonal line down to the right, and then start at the top center point, draw another diagonal line down to the left. And there you have your starburst. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to draw the frame around the outside of our silhouette. So again, I just eyed this. I just came down here and I started at the ground, and then I just drew a circle on the inside and just eyed it, trying to keep the same distance between my lines all the way around, and just drew a frame around my ornament. And again, you don't need to worry about these lines showing inside your frame, because we are going to color all that in with marker. So go ahead and just draw your frame all around your ornament. Once you have your nativity ornament drawn, it's now time to draw your second ornament, your ornament of choice. Now this is where I want you to just be creative, use your imagination, and have fun. You can draw whatever ornament you want in this spot. Maybe you want to make a gingerbread ornament or a snowman ornament, or maybe you want to make just another Christmas bulb and put 2020 or your initials or FCA on it. Just have a lot of fun with this ornament. You can make it something that's maybe personal to you, something that you enjoy, volleyball, basketball, whatever you like. So just think outside the box and just make this ornament your own and have fun creating your Christmas ornament. Once you have both of your Christmas ornaments drawn, it's time to go ahead and color those in. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our black marker. Now I'm going to use my Sharpie marker for this only because I end up using a yellow washable marker when I color in the star beam, and I don't want my yellow to, my black actually to bleed into my yellow. So I'm going to use my permanent black marker to color in the black portions. If you don't have a permanent black marker, it's okay. You can just use your black washable marker, but I would suggest that you color your yellow first, or whatever colors you're going to use for that first for your star beams, and then do your black last, because then you don't have to worry as much about your black bleeding into your color. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my black marker and I'm just going to come over here and outline all of my pencil lines with my black Sharpie, and I'm going to color in my baby Jesus, my manger, my ground, and my frame of my ornament. And then you can color your star beams whatever color you want. You can make them yellow and orange. You could put some blue and purple along the sides to represent some night sky. You can do whatever you want with the color. So go ahead and grab your markers and color in your manger ornament. Once you have both your ornaments colored and finished, we're going to go in and we're going to draw our tree branches. And for this, you're going to want your brown washable marker. So go ahead and grab your brown marker. And what we're going to do is we're just going to go in and just draw some lines with our brown marker to represent where we want our branches to be. Now you want to make sure you have a good branch going across your ornaments, because in the end we're going to attach our ornaments to the tree. Okay? So go ahead, grab your brown marker, and on your paper think about where you want your branches, and go ahead and draw your brown lines to represent your branches. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to draw one all across the top here. Like I have a big branch sticking out. And then I'm going to draw some down off this from the side of my paper. And I'm even going to draw some down below my ornaments, to just give the idea that my ornaments are hanging amongst the branches. Now, if you're not really sure how many branches you want to put on your project, just start out with maybe 2 or 3, and then you can always go back in and add more. But you can't take away, but you can always add. So just start out with a couple, see what you think, and then you can add more to it if you want. Once you have your brown lines drawn for your branches, you're going to now grab your green washable marker, and we're going to go in and we're going to add some needles to those branches. And we're going to start doing that by using our marker. So what we're going to do is I'm going to start here at the bottom of my branch, and I'm just going to make fast, quick lines coming out from the side, the bottom, and the top of my brown lines that I just drew. You can see that I'm not even worried totally about even that they're going the same direction, because these are needles on a branch. They're kind of just going everywhere. And we are going to go in and color some crayon over top of these in a little bit too. So these do not have to be perfect. The only thing you want to make sure is that they're all kind of going the same general direction towards the tip of your branch. And what you're going to do is you're just going to go ahead and you're going to do that to all the brown lines that you drew on your paper. Okay, once you have your needles drawn in with your green marker, we're now going to take our green crayon. This is just the color green, and we are going to go and color over top of those needles that we just drew. Now, as you can see, as you color, those marker lines will show through your crayon. So it's going to help give you detail and texture to your branches. but we are going to use the crayon to help make our branches look full and give them even more color. So what I'm going to do, well, your crayon looks a little better than mine, but that's okay. It'll still work. What we're going to do is we're just going to come in here and we are just going to color over top of those needles. And as you can see, I am just kind of, this is where you are allowed to scribble, okay? I'm just kind of quickly coloring in those white spaces between the needles. Sometimes I'm bringing the crayon up the needle and then back down. And as you can see, I even still have some white spots showing, but that's okay. We're going to address those here in a little bit. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to color all through these needles and fill in these branches. And again, you don't have to worry about this looking perfect because they're Christmas tree branches. The needles kind of go every which way. And to me, it just makes them look a little more realistic. So go ahead and color in all your branches with your green crayon, and then we'll move to the next step. One thing I do want to note here though is when you're coloring in with your green crayon, make sure your strokes are still following the strokes of your green marker. Okay, so you don't want to start just coloring across like this horizontally because that is not going to look realistic to a Christmas tree branch. Okay, so make sure your strokes are still following the strokes, the direction of the green lines that you drew. Okay, once you have your green colored throughout your branches, we now are going to take a lighter shade of green. This one is yellow green, is the crayon I have here in my hand. If you don't have a yellow green, just any lighter colored green will work. And what we're going to do is we're going to do some blending, and we're going to take this lighter colored shade and we are going to color over our darker shade, even letting some of that lighter shade show through the tips of the green here. And that's just going to help cover up some of these white spots we have showing through. And it's just going to make our branches look a little more brighter and richer with a little more color. So as you can see, I'm just coloring over top my dark green. Just kind of blending these colors together. And you'll just want to go ahead and do that to all your tree branches. Okay, once you have your branches all finished, it's time to connect our ornaments to the tree. So basically what we're just going to do is we're going to just eye the center of our ornament at the top, and we're just going to draw a straight line up to our tree branch. Now I am using a permanent marker for this. You can use whichever color you want. I just chose to use black. And as you can see, I just draw a straight line from the top center of my ornaments to my tree branches. Now you can just keep them as simple as that, or if you want to make it look like they're attached to the tree more, you can draw a little bow by drawing two little teardrops laying on the side there, and then drawing some little squiggly lines down from the bottom to create a bow. And that should be the completion of your project. I hope you guys enjoyed drawing your Christmas ornaments this month. I'm excited to see what ornaments you came up with, and I hope you and your families have a wonderful, blessed Merry Christmas, and Lord willing, I will see you next year. Bye guys.